You know, fam, I was going to do a nice little goofy edit for this, but I just sat here and just thought to myself, is it really worth it to do with Harmon Smith? He is just so damn one-dimensional. It's not even funny. Like I'm stuttering at the beginning, and I usually don't, but it's like he's just so fucking boring. It's just the same thing over and over again, and it's just like I'm not going to bother with it editing. I'll add some memes in for the absolute fun of it, but it's just like, it's the same argument over and over again. Like, seriously, Harmon, if you watch my videos by whatever crazy chance that you do, please get some new material and start doing some editing because you're boring. I understand why Frit and the many other salt content creators don't even cover you anymore. Maybe they'll like watch you on a stream. That's about it. But other than that, you're fucking boring, dude. But anyway, fam, besides that little side tangent I had right there, if you guys truly do enjoy this type of content, you want to see me suffer through these questionable fanboy videos, please like and comment in the comment section. And hey, if you enjoy, like I said, really enjoy this type of content and want to let YouTube and me know, hey, Guard's doing it right, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 10K by the end of this year. So, you know, just throwing that out there, you know, at your own leisure to enjoy it. But you know what, fam? Before we dive right into this content, please make sure to go grab yourself a nice little drink and a nice little snack or meal, and we'll just go ahead and dive right into this content.
The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is a year old, and it's being talked about more than the upcoming Elden Ring DLC.
Again, can you like prove anything to us, Harmon? Can you show us some facts, anything like that, honestly? Because I'm kind of getting sick and tired of going to Google Trends and proving you right or you're wrong in this situation, and I'm kind of getting sick and tired of it. But let's be honest here for a second. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom, when it was launched, was definitely talked more than the DLC because a lot more people were hyped for the Zelda game. Whoop-de-doo, who would have fucking guessed that one, Harmon? And on top of that, you're comparing a full-fledged game compared to a DLC. Like, what is this all about, Harmon? What problems do you have going on with yourself in your life that you have to compare this stuff like apples and oranges in this situation? This makes no sense. It's like, what are you going on about, Harmon?
The Elden Ring DLC actually got overshadowed by Tifa's titties in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, right? You know, Tifa's titties got more views on YouTube than the Elden Ring DLC did. And don't try and deny it.
I just went to freaking YouTube and tried to look for what he was talking about. The only thing that popped up in the search engine was a fucking video that earned about 75K of her being in her bikini. That's it. What are you talking about, Harmon? Like that 75K is not more than 1 million, okay? What are you? Please, somebody help me with Harmon, for the love of God. Then if we're talking about the hub, then yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, sure, whatever you say.
Right? You know, Tifa's titties overshadowed the Elden Ring DLC trailer because Tifa's titties are actually nice to look at. You know, they actually look like they belong. They could be in real life, right? It looks like you can almost like reach out and touch them on the screen.
If any of my female audience comments in the comment section, please let me know. Would you let this man near you? Would let you like reach for your chest? Because I'd probably deck him. Like if I was a woman, straight deck to his face. Just like, why, Harmon? Why do you think this is like some kind of own? You don't show any like proof that supposedly Tifa's chest got more views than fucking Elden Ring's trailer. This is like the second video in the row, Gara, that I'm absolutely losing my mind over people having a mental breakdown over Elden Ring. This is what a time to be alive, huh, guys? Also, Harmon, for the love of God, go outside and meet a real woman. For the love of God, buddy.
I guess. I bet Harmon Smith is seething. I bet Harmon Smith is upset about the Elden Ring trailer. Meanwhile, I'm like sitting here talking about like Tifa's titties, right? Like I'm sitting here talking about Unicorn Overlord and Princess Peach Showtime. Like I did not give a shit about the Elden Ring DLC.
And yet, here you are, talking about it, saying all these type of things, saying how Tears of the Kingdom is so much better than fucking Elden Ring. Like, what's your point, Harmon? Let's get to the point, because I get sick and tired of watching your fucking videos and never getting to the point of why Elden Ring is so bad. Because the first time it's because it's bad because it's popular, then the other time it's bad because it's dead. You never have any valid fucking reason to explain to us why Elden Ring is such a bad game.
And the reason for that being is that it wasn't relevant, right? This is the interesting thing about Elden Ring, is that I do think the majority of the audience only bought it out of hype.
Harmon, for the love of God, pick up a dictionary once in a while. You are contradicting yourself. Now you're saying it's not a very good game because it was overhyped, and now you're saying it's irrelevant because it's not a popular game. Can you pick a fucking lane to stay in for once? Like, Jesus Christ.
And then it came out, it was disappointing. Millions of people walked away thinking that, like, wow, that was it? It wasn't my kind of game. But
Harmon, don't sit here and sugarcoat it like I actually played the game. I really doubt you have. And secondly, and most important of all, where is this information that you back it up with yourself saying it was a dramatically disappointing game and millions of people were very, very disappointed and left the game? Where's your proof at? Because all you're doing is talking out your other end, not your mouth, but the other end, if you catch my drift right now, with zero fucking facts to back it up. Hey, Harmon, show me the facts, please.
A lot of those people never even beat it. And like, I ask you, like, how many people who did not beat Elden Ring are going to go out and play the DLC?
Okay, let's entertain that same thought with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. How many people completed Scarlet and Violet and are going to, buy the DLC to keep playing it, Harmon? Please, tell me. I'm so curious. How many people bought that DLC? Do you know? No, you don't know? This is totally up in the air and you're just pulling this out of your ass, trying to make yourself sound smart and try to get a one-up on the From Slopware fanboys.
I think it's safe to say that the majority member of the something like 90% of the gaming audience who bought into the Elden Ring hype, probably more like 95 if we're being generous, like 95% of the gaming population, like, they never finished the game.
Again, you have no numbers, no sources to cite to even prove what you're saying is actually true. All you're saying is that your little thoughts in your head, and those thoughts win a lot of those times in that situation, you're just saying that Elden Ring is unsuccessful because I said so. And me and my friends on 4chan said it. And those trolls on 4chan need to stop because Tears of the Kingdom is so much better. And as one of the most memed fucking characters in Elden Ring once fucking said, however, you are maidenless.
They never finished, they never beat the first boss. They never figured out what they were supposed to do. They never got into the game. And as a result of that, they're not going to be interested in the DLC.
Please, for the love of God, get a new shtick. It's getting really fucking old, just like the fucking Switch hardware.
People got bored of Elden Ring and they went over to Zelda. And people realized that, like, wow, Zelda is a lot more fun, right? You can do a lot more stuff. Like, there's this cool building. There are these, like, cool areas to explore. Like, it has a better plot, more interesting characters, mechanics. Whoa, I can fly around in circles around a mountain and, like, fight a giant dragon. Like, Tears of the Kingdom is infinitely better than Elden Ring.
So tired of this. Freaking go away, you freak.
Tears of the Kingdom in its own right is a very fun game, if you could get past the fucking bugs and glitches, of course. But Elden Ring within itself has one advantage over, Tears of the Kingdom. You want to know that? It's called being on PC, and it has mods where you could do the craziest shit you've ever seen in your life. And I'm not going to sit here for maybe the next past hours and point out the differences between Elden Ring and Tears of the Kingdom. You guys should know the differences. But on PC, with the mods for Elden Ring, ooh, it just hits so fucking different, and it just feels so much better than Tears of the Kingdom. No offense to anybody that likes Tears of the Kingdoms over Elden Ring. None.
And the only reason you would ever think otherwise is if you hadn't played Tears of the Kingdom.
Shall we?
Hold the phone.
And I know for a straight up fact that you have not touched Elden Ring at all. Maybe you touched Dark Souls Remastered on your little shitty Nintendo Switch, that's about it. but you sure as hell have not touched fucking Elden Ring. And you have no room to talk at all saying Elden Ring is a worser product than fucking Tears of the Kingdom, okay? If you haven't even touched Elden Ring and got past the first boss, a couple bosses and adventure around a little bit, then I don't think you got a say in this. Sorry.
As people like slowly started accepting that Tears of the Kingdom was a great game, like people are slowly beginning to talk about like how great it was. Its amazing moments, the Master Sword pull, the dive at the end, like this and that, and just like all these phenomenal things that just made Tears of the Kingdom what it is, right? Like there's so much about Tears of the Kingdom though, which I would argue makes it like one of the best games ever made.
I really should let him have this opinion, but honestly, there's not really much you could change in a fanboy's mind if they think this is the greatest game ever, even though we're only running 15 frames per second. I'm still enjoying it somehow. It just, I don't understand fanboys sometimes. Like, if you were an average Joe and like, yo, I think this is the best game ever, then I'd let you have it. That's your honest opinion. But this dude right here, nah, I'm sorry. There are so many other games that are out there that does what Zelda Tears of the Kingdom does it better than that. And there's no argument right there. Sorry, Harmon.
Right now, we're in this like weird phase of like denial from like the Pretendos and like the FromSoft fanboys is that they don't want to admit it's true, right? They don't want to admit that like Dark Souls isn't appealing to everyone, and that it's kind of a niche thing. They kind of do this thing where like they assume if that you're not into Dark Souls, that you just haven't been initiated yet, that you've just been like filtered, that you just don't know how to play the game or whatever.
Okay, and everybody's got their own taste, and there's some people that actually do go online and bitch and complain, saying it's too much of a hard game, I can't do it, and people are like, look, bro, we'll go take you to the side and we'll teach you things and how to play this game. Don't worry about it. We'll help you. And I've had to do that myself a couple times with people, teaching the mechanics, how to dodge, how to roll, how to just do basic stuff. And you know what? They got the hang of it, and they actually played the game a lot longer than they were going to, which is perfectly fine. Everybody's got their own taste, Harmon. Not everybody likes fucking Tears of the Kingdom, huh? I know that's hard to fucking accept now, doesn't it, huh?
No, like I've played through Dark Souls. I don't enjoy it.
Everyone in the chat, I want everyone in the chat right now. If you've made it this far, I want everyone to put it like either do you believe Harmon or do you want to press X to doubt? Please tell me right now. Do you believe him, or do you want to press X to down on Harmon really hard? Please tell me, fam. I'm very, very curious.
Dark Souls is like the only game you should play, right? And the reality is that if you ever actually like go outside that bubble, if you play games like Ys or Zelda or like anything, like you're gonna find like a treasure trove of better games out there.
It's always a Harmon special with these type of videos. He never names any other off games that are off fucking Nintendo brand or anything like that. It's always Nintendo this, Nintendo that. You can't name a better game, supposedly a better game, than Elden Ring, can you, Harmon? Probably because you haven't played it. Even though you've got this high-end PC to where I could play these games no problem at all, but you're not going to do it. You've already said that you're not going to do it anyway because of Tekken 8. Yeah, I saw that tweet, Harmon. I saw that.
It's one of those situations where you're just kind of like feeling bad for them because they gaslit themselves into thinking this was like one of the best games of 2022. They gaslit themselves into thinking this was one of the best games ever made. Like they legit thought this was going to beat out Zelda. This is going to be more popular than Tears of the Kingdom, but it's not.
You see this chart right here? You see this beautiful chart? Yeah, you see Elden Ring in blue and red? Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom's in red, just mind you. Yeah, you want to keep saying that Tears of the Kingdom is more popular than Elden Ring these days? You want to keep saying that? Because I'm going to be completely honest, when the fucking DLC came out, Elden Ring exploded in popularity. It just went crazy on the fucking trending page. Because unlike you, Harmon, I like to show my work. Because unlike you, I don't sit there and talk it out of my ass.
So you're going to have to compete with like the most successful fantasy video game franchise ever. And that just isn't going to happen. Witcher 3 couldn't do it. Dark Cloud couldn't do it. Like Skyrim couldn't do it, right? You really believe that Elden Ring is going to be more relevant than Zelda 20 years from now? No, it's not going to happen. It's already been dead buried and forgotten.
I'm not even going to entertain this thought with this little head that he's fighting with the demons because I've already shown the chart. And to be completely honest too, fucking Dark Souls and Elden Ring has been around for a very long time. So if From Software wanted to keep the series going like it has, it could stick around very long. And let's be honest, I think Nintendo's starting to run out of ideas for Zelda. I could be wrong for that, but you never know. They're starting to run out of ideas, Harmon, and it's not good because they've bound themselves to a single little world where not very much stuff can happen versus like Dark Souls and Elden Ring. Oh, the possibilities are really, really endless. But you know what? I've been wrong before. But you know what? There is one thing I've never been wrong about. You guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys enjoy this type of content, please do all that solid stuff. I'm trying to get to 10K. And you know what? I would really appreciate it if you guys did. But you know what, guys? Besides all that sellout stuff, if you... Well, not if. Geez, what is wrong with you guys? Thank you guys very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, fam.